So this was the one of the question which was asked in JEE Main 16 March shift 1. So here it is said that a particle is moving in a circular motion and it takes 40 seconds to complete the motion, and there is a vertical wall. So here is a vertical wall, and this is the particle which is moving in a circular motion of radius 20 centimeter, and we have to find what is the normal force which the wall exerts on the block. So here I can draw the free body diagram. This is the normal force, and due to this normal force there is a centripetal force which is equal to m omega square r, and here normal force will be equal to m omega square r. So n is equal to, mass is given 200 gram, omega is 2 pi by 40, 40 seconds, so 2 pi by 40 to the power 2 into radius. Radius is 0. 0.2. Here the normal force will be 0. 0.2 into 4 pi square upon 1600 into 0. 0.2. Now this pi square can be taken as 9.8. The pi square, we can assume that it is coming out to be 9.8, or you can assume 10. So we'll get the approximate answer here. So the answer I'm getting here is, this is pi square is equal to 9.8, something like that, because it is given in the question that there are two options, 9.859 and 9.85, and 10 to the power minus 4 and 10 to the power minus 3. So here I'm getting n is equal to 4 into 4 into pi square into 10 to the power minus 2 upon 1600. So basically I can do the simple mathematics. So I'm getting answer pi square into 10 to the power minus 4. So if I have taken pi square is 9.8, I'm getting the answer as option 2. So this option will be correct. Now in this question it is given that a block is pulled by a force F at an angle theta with the horizontal, and here the coefficient of friction is also given, which is mu k. So we can say that there will be a frictional force in backward direction. I'm taking it as F, small f, and a normal which will be acting here, and a gravitational force mg. Okay, so F, the friction and kinetic friction, will be equal to mu k into n. Here n is equal to, now first we have to resolve the forces. So this is coming out to be F cos theta, this is F sin theta, one normal force. Here we have taken friction, and one gravitational force which is mg. So, and also it is given that the acceleration of block is a. Now we can write the equation F cos theta minus F is equal to ma, and one more equation will be n plus F sin theta is equal to mg, and also small f is equal to mu into n, mu kn. So this is, here we can say that n will be equal to mg minus f sin theta, so small f will be mu k into mg minus f sin theta. Now this I will substitute in first equation. So I'm substituting the value of friction F in the first equation, this equation. So it is coming out to be F cos theta minus mu k mg plus mu k F sin theta is equal to ma. Okay, so here I'm getting the acceleration as a is equal to F by m cos theta. I'm taking mu k common plus mu k. So this is coming out to be F sin theta minus mg. So we can see which option is F by m, and we have divided it by m. So this will be g. So here we can see that the option which is matching is f by m cos theta. Here they have taken common as negative sign as common. So this option will be correct. Option 4 will be correct. Now this is the question of electromagnetic waves. Here it is given that the magnetic field is 8 into 10 to the power minus 8 Tesla, and which is in z direction or positive z direction, and the wave is traveling along y direction. First of all, we have to calculate electric field. Now first we'll calculate the magnitude of electric field. Here, as we know, that formula for the electric field is E is equal to B into C, where B is magnetic field and C is speed of light. So from here I'll get the magnitude of electric field, which is coming out to be 8 into 10 to the power minus 8 into speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So electric field, the magnitude of electric field is 24 volt per meter. Now we have to decide the direction. Now there are two options, option 2 and option 4. We have to decide in which direction wave is traveling. So the direction of wave, in the direction of wave travel is, we can say that it is given by C cap is equal to E cap cross B cap. So we, if we do the cross product of electric field and magnetic field, then we will get the direction of travel of wave. So here the wave is traveling in j cap, and I don't know the direction of electric field. I have to do cross product with direction of magnetic field, which is k cap or z cap. So for positive j, I will do I cross k, I cross k. So if we do I cross k, then we'll get negative y direction. So electric field will be in minus I cap. So this will be minus I cap cross k cap. You can do by right hand thumb rule, and this will come out to be j cap. So minus a cross k, this is pointing in positive z direction. So the answer will be option 2. The electric field will be in positive x direction, sorry, negative x direction. In this question, it is given that a bar magnet of length 14 centimeter is placed in the magnetic meridian with its north pole pointing towards the geographical north pole. So I am making this. This is the bar magnet, and its north pole is pointing towards geographical north of Earth, and this is south pole. And this bar magnet is of length 14 centimeter, and it is said that a neutral point is obtained at a distance 18 centimeter from the center of the magnet. So this is the point where we are getting a neutral point. It means that here magnetic field will be 0. So this is the distance 18 centimeter, and this will be 17, sorry, half of 14 centimeter, which is 7 centimeter. And here the magnetic field of Earth, horizontal magnetic field of Earth, will point towards this direction. So I'm taking it as BH. It is given as 0.4 Gauss. 1 Gauss is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. And we can say that due to this magnetic monopole, a magnetic field will be there, which will point away from north pole, and you can say that it will point towards this direction. I'm taking it as B. And from south pole, it will point towards south pole. So this will be towards this side, and it is B. Now we can take this angle as theta. This is theta. This is theta. Okay. So this is theta. If I extend this, this will also come out to be angle theta. And it is given that it is a null point. So here we can say that b sine theta. I'm taking component of this b along vertical direction. So this component will be b sine theta. And there are two magnetic fields like this one b and this is another. So 2b sine theta will be equal to horizontal component of magnetic field of Earth, and this will be is equal to bh. Now the magnetic field due to a bar magnet is mu naught m upon 4 pi r square. So this is magnetic field due to one monopole, and this is equal to mu naught m upon 4 pi r square. So now I'll substitute the values. So here I will get 2 mu naught m upon 4 pi r square. Here r is this distance. This is the distance r. Also we can write sine theta as perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which will come out to be 7 centimeter. 0.07 upon r is equal to bh, and this bh is given as 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 4. So if we substitute the values here, m will come out to be 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 4 into r cube into 4 pi upon 2 into 0.07 into 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. So there is little calculation. Here we can find the value of r. R will be equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which will be 0.07 upon under root 0.18 square plus 0.07 whole square. If we substitute all the values, we'll get the value of m, which will be equal to 2.880. 2.880 Joule Tesla inverse. Here magnetic moment is, we can find the magnetic moment like the unit we can find like this. The torque is equal to m cross b, and this tau is Newton meter. Newton meter is equal to magnetic moment, and this magnetic field will be Tesla. So here Newton meter we can write as Joule. Newton into meter, force into displacement, Joule. So Joule upon Tesla is magnetic moment. So this is the SI unit for magnetic moment, and this answer will be 2.880 Joule Tesla inverse, and option 1 will be correct. I have selected one more question here. This will be our question number 5. Here it is given that a total potential difference across the circuit is 22 volt, and also potential difference across Zener diode is 15 volt. So from this we can say that potential difference across this RS, VRS, will be equal to 22 minus 15, because 22 is the total potential difference, 15 is the potential difference across Zener diode. So this is 7 volt. So here across RS potential difference is 7 volt. So current through RS is 7 upon 35. V is equal to IR. I have applied Ohm's law. So it is coming out to be 1 by 5 ampere. And also it is given that potential difference across Zener diode is 15 volt. So potential difference across this load RL, VRL, will also be equal to 15 volt, because Zener diode is connected in parallel with RL. So in parallel potential difference is same. So here I can calculate current through RL, which will be equal to 15 upon 90, which is 1 upon 6 ampere. So from here we can say that there is a current from here, 1 by 5 ampere is coming and 1 by 6 ampere is going inside RL. So the difference of these two will be across Zener diode. So here I can say that current in Zener diode will be equal to IZ is equal to IRS minus IRL. So IZ will be equal to 1 upon 5 minus 1 by 6, which is coming out to be 1 upon 30 ampere. And power across Zener diode will be equal to Vz into Iz. So here we can say that Vz is given 15 into 1 upon 30, which is 1 by 2 watt. So here Pz is equal to 0.5 watt, and our answer should be like this: 5 into 10 to the power minus 1 watt. So here for this question the answer will be 5.